back to the Outlaw Performance Garage. Nice to see you. How you doing? I hope you guys are having an amazing day today, like me. So, nice to see you. Like I said, we got a couple of things planned for you today. So, we got the aftermath of the WIHT race, the trip to Mexico with the WIHT. We're going to talk about that. You know, R-Dub Falco's going to be at the crib. We're going to chit-chat about that. Then we're going to go and jump to the Mustang race. Now, this Mustang, I got to say, this Mustang is pretty badass. He's supercharged, E85, custom dyno tune, special race transmission manual. He's got gears in the back. Probably got all the bolt-ons you could think of. Pushing 770 rear wheel with the combined weight without driver about 3,700 pounds. Dude is pretty badass. He's an OG rider like me from back in the day, so he's been doing it. He's skilled, and he just loves it. He's passionate about it. I'll be in the Hellcat in Mexico, and you know the Hellcat is a whopping 4,450, 4,500 pounds. I will have a passenger that's about 230 pounds, so that'll put us at 45, 6, 7, so like 4730. So I would say we're a good around 1,000 pounds heavier. Now, with that, we have an automatic transmission that is much faster than a manual, and we have on a warm day of 80 degrees like it was, we're pushing about 830, 840 horsepower. So that's an additional like 65 rear wheel more than the Mustang. But there's 1,000 pounds difference. So let's go see. Everyone talks about weight. So we got 1,000 pounds heavier, and we have 65 additional rear wheel horsepower. Let's see. Will that make up the difference from you know, that amount of weight compared to horsepower? I don't know. Let's find out. Hey, how you guys doing? Don't forget to check out my boy Josh at Overkill Performance Garage in Sacramento, where he can take care of all your needs. You need that Hellcat modified, no problem. You want to make that high horsepower, he got your back. Or if you just want a simple head and cam package on a ZL1 Camaro, or that nasty cam on that Corvette, he got your back. E85 conversions, aluminum drive shaft, differential brace, he got what you need. Even on a regular domestic or import, regular repairs, he also got your back. Remember, you can always choose a shop that has the cheapest quote, but it's much more than that. At Overkill Performance, they live and breathe cars, especially performance cars. So hit up my boy Josh at Overkill Performance Garage in Sacramento, and he's gonna make that magic happen for you. I mean, I've used
these are right here, the top of the food chain, people. Red Eyeball
797. Freaking Z06 Corvette Supercharged 650 stock, and the Hellcat 707. But now with the mods, let's see, let's see here. This right here is 670 rear wheel. This right here is 860 rear wheel, and that one is probably pushing 680 rear wheel horsepower, the red eyeball, which beat the stock Hellcat stock from the gate. Reeled them in like a broken sausage. But now it's a whole nother ball game. We're on another level, guys. We have turned another page in the Hellcat game, and it is now 867 to the rear wheel. And man, it even runs better, guys. On E85, these cars just come to life. We got all we did was basically a pulley, some injectors, a booster pump, and E85 860 rear wheel. So here's the new meats on them. These new meats I was able to take off in second gear against this bad boy right here. This is the freaking monster of monsters. In second gear, feathering it, and then it just shifted itself to third gear. I didn't even paddle it. I just freaking shifted down to second, floored it, and it did its own thing. Or not floored it, but feathered it. And as you can see, he has the nice ass meats too. I mean, dude, these tires are, if they held on an 80 degree, yeah, 345, guys. 340. How often do you see that? You don't ever see that shit. 340 fizzle. 345. But yeah, they held these cars 20-inch wheels, held freaking 860 on a, I think my temperature gauge on the dashboard, it said like 74. Yeah. And my manifold was sitting there at like 120 on the highway. So it probably pulled some time in because it did reach elevated levels of like 136, 140. But you know, those are called like Josh from Overkill Performance safety parameters. Yeah. Tell us about this bad boy.
So basically it's a 2016. For the most part, it's got a AFE cold air intake. It's got Cook's long tube headers, 2-inch catless X pipe to stock mufflers. We're running DSX flex fuel. We're tuned for about E85, 55% ethanol content, 7-speed manual, stock clutch, stock rear, stock diff, and we're running an NGK spark plug.
Here's a question I have to ask you. Why don't you do a pulley?
So
that thing is small already.
Yeah, so
look how small it is.
Factory LT4s are it's kind of a known thing that from the factory they're a small blower. They're 1.7 liter, so they already kind of spin kind of fast, and they kind of produce a lot of heat from the factory. So E85 is kind of like providing the fuel for a car that's already a high RPM blower. For me to go with more fuel, so if I overspun my blower now, I'd have to deliver more fuel, and because this is direct injected, I'd have to do a cam swap. The high pressure fuel pump on the DI motors are driven by a lobe on the cam, so the far journal on the cam, the very back journal towards the back of the block, has a fuel lobe that drives a mechanical pump for the DI injectors.
Holy
and so you got to do a cam swap to turn up the high side on.
So what's a cam swap cost on one of these? So would you do it yourself or pay the shop?
It depends. Right now with my lifestyle, just very busy, I could move at any time, and so just in parts alone you're looking at $2,500. So I would do
I thought you were 25 grand. I was like,
no.
2,500.
Yeah, so I would probably do a GP tuning.
Do that shit, bro.
Deluxe kit.
Hell
if I were
yeah.
to do a cam swap. But I do got some upgrades coming.
We got to
stay tuned to that channel for
you're not going to spill the beans, so you can sell the blower for $1,000 or something?
So what I want to do is I want to actually keep the blower, and then I want to do.
Oh, it's not a cold start.
No, because it's still warm.
Okay.
It'll be.
So let's fire this baby up and hear this bad boy.
LT4.
Oh, hey, quick question.
Yeah. Do a Gen 5 truck, an LT based truck, and then put the blower on that.
Oh, nice.
So like
Are you filming him right now?
Yeah, this is the shot. Look at this picture.
Or
yeah.
6.2.
Okay. And yeah, so, I feel you. I feel it.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. But guys, do stay tuned because we have some big things coming for the channel. Also, go check out my channel. I got a 68 Falcon. We just did we dynoed a small block 430-inch Windsor 13-to-1 compression. The motor spit out
Damn.
716 horsepower, built by California Street Machine, CSM Racing Engines, dyno at TOE Performance.
So that would be a good match with this guy, right?
I think so.
Is it automatic?
That motor's built for nitrous. It's a manual.
Shit. You and manuals. This is the rundown. Oh yeah, you got the long tube headers.
Yeah, Cooks.
He's got the long tube headers, the Cooks, the expensive ones, and so that was it. So with a 3,400 pound car and a 4,400 pound car with an additional 670, an additional 200 horsepower to the wheel, that was the results. What you guys just witnessed was the results
by the sunflowers in Mexico.
In Mexico, in Mexico.
He was in China.
He was
That was the results. But when everybody says, "Oh, my car's 1,000 pounds lighter," as you can see, weight matters. But you know who told me weight doesn't always matter? Mike. He said, "Yeah, it matters, but if you got hella power, you're gonna pull." He's smart. He ain't dumb. So weight does matter. 1,000 pounds is a lot, guys.
Yeah.
So
I like to run Mike.
And look at this block. It's a brick. There's not one aerodynamic lick on it. Look, I felt it. He was catching air right here on this hood scoop. Was catching air. And this guy, look at, he's freaking this. Yeah, this dude is meant to like cut through the air. So with the brick car and that, it was able to outrun this car. Now I'm not down in this car because technically this is my favorite car, one of my favorite dream cars, which we will be adding to the channel, the Z06 Corvette into this garage. I promise you that, and I'm not playing. When I say something, all y'all understand when I say something, I mean it. So we will own one of these cars sooner or later, and it will be black. And then that'll be part of our arsenal of muscle. And I'm not selling them. They're not for sale because I like to collect them forever. Collecting these babies.
Definitely a badass platform.
Hell yeah. Right?
Another platform that you know, that is kind of getting a little bit older but still badass is a head cam C6Z with the LS7. That's one of the baddest motors
when you say
out there.
C6Z,
C6Z06 LS7 heads cam, you know, 620 wheel. The car will hold its own against a lot of cars.
You know what?
Now when we talk about light, that's a car that weighs 3,000 pounds dripping wet.
Right.
And it cuts through the wind like no other.
Get to hit my car up.
Oh yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, come on, big wig.
It's a motherfucker. What we got modified on this? We got the Z01 add-on side skirt. That adds 50 horses right there. Then you got the Z01 mud flaps. That's another 120 horses.
He said the mud flappers.
That's 30 horses per mud flap. So times 4, that's 120 horses right there, homie. Right, we got the little spoiler king. That only adds 5 horses. A little window spoiler in the back, and then the tinted windows, that adds another 45 horses. Other than that, that's how we riding, man. That's how we got it over here.
All right, so where'd you get this car, Brian? What's the story on this car? Where'd you pick this car up? And what made you want to get this nasty Hellcat red eye?
We drove that car.
So he drove this car.
Around, we got this car.
And he went, now he didn't just go and get a Hellcat. He didn't just go and get a 60G, 65, 70G Hellcat. He went and bought a red eye to show me who's boss.
He said to show me. To show me. I didn't want to buy the same car. That's the only reason why I did it.
He tried to show me who was the boss.
Didn't want to copycat it. You know what I'm saying? I had to get something a little bit different.
Whatever. Dude, that thing was nasty. That hurt my ear. I'm glad you didn't do it any higher. All right, bro. All right, have a good one.
That shit was wild.
That thing is so wet. Look at that thing. That thing is wet to death. Yeah, don't floor it.
You were so loud.